What's going on, guys? So we're going to take a little intraday look at AMC. So I know a lot of you guys have been following this stock. You guys have been holding this stock. You guys have been trading this stock for quite some time now. You're kind of wondering, when is the pain going to end? When are we going to short squeeze? When are, shorts going to cover? And so many questions looming out there. How many shorts or how many shares are available to short, so forth and so forth, guys. We need to take a look at the bigger picture here. So it's not just AMC. You can go take a look at any of the hot movers from 2020. All of these stocks are significantly down from highs. All of these stocks are in their own bear market. You have to understand, if you've come into the market within the last 1 to 2 years, all you've known is a raging bull market. All you knew was growth stocks going crazy. All you knew was buy the dip and things continue to go up. With what we have going on with inflation, what we have going on with interest rate hikes, and now with what we have going on geopolitically with Russia, Ukraine, with oil prices surging, investors, institutions, banks, hedge funds, they are not comfortable putting money into these high speculation, high growth names. Predominantly, I am a NASDAQ 100 trader, so I'm going to be trading big tech, high beta stocks, your Amazons, your Teslas of the world, Apples, Nvidias, so forth and so forth. All of these stocks as well are taking significant haircuts. You can kind of take a look around the market. Where is the money flowing? Is it flowing into financials? Absolutely not. Take a look at any bank stock. They're in their own bear market as well. Interest rate hikes are not coming soon enough. There's a lot of things going on in the financial sector, which is driving banks and institutional stocks down. You can take a look at things like energy, oil. Look at what oil is doing. $130 a barrel it touched. Currently trading at around, what are we trading at right now? 118, 120. So a lot of energy names are moving. Defensive names are moving. What else is moving? Healthcare is moving. Take a look at what healthcare has done over the past 3 to 4 weeks. So when you kind of break all of that down, you can kind of understand the gist of, why are these stocks, continue to be pounded. So if money flow is not flowing into these types of speculation names, you can't be upset. There's only a couple of things that you can do. You can just continue to do what you've been doing for the past year, is to just hold. If you really believe in AMC and you really believe in the stock, then you just hold. You just hold. If you're someone that got into the stock looking to make a quick buck, I think that you needed to have a little bit of a better understanding of market structure and price action and what exactly is going on. Realistically, when we did lose the daily 20, going back to November, it's pretty much been a very, very heavy slide. That would have been an area right around that $40, $35 mark to kind of get out of the stock. Either take your profits and or just kind of wipe your losses and wait for better days, wait for the stock to come back up. Because essentially, if the stock is going to come back up, it's going to need to reclaim the 20-day moving average for longer than a week's time. Just as of recently, in the beginning of February, end of January, we reclaimed the 20-period moving average 2 times, but it was very, very short-lived. You get minor pops. Price is being suppressed under $21, and it's not manipulation. It's not, nothing. It's not the Grim Reaper who's out there, holding the stock down because you are holding this stock. And it's not about that. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with price action, what people are willing to pay for the stock. Retail as a whole is not going to move the price of the stock. As much as you want to believe that retail holding, I see a lot of comments on social media like, well, if retail is holding and we're not selling, why is the price still dropping? Because the price of the stock is not controlled by retail. It's controlled by institutions. It's controlled by big money. Okay, so until you understand that, you always want to be on the right side of the institution, on the right side of the institutional trade. So if the institutional trade is going to the downside, you want to be on the move to the downside. When institutions and hedge funds and large banks and big time investors get behind the stock, you want to be with them on the long side of the stock as well. So what I do want to notice here on AMC is we did lose Friday's channel of $16. Last week we had tremendous amount of puts coming in for $15 strike prices for April, and today we also had more puts for $16 for April as well. The bottom of this range is going to be somewhere down here in this consolidation at around this $13 to $14 level. One thing to keep in mind, if we do come down to $13 or $14 level, you can try to take your best stab at trying to bounce the stock from there, hoping that we consolidate and make a push higher back into 16, 17, 18, or even $20. And then I would kind of lock in your profits. If you're currently holding and you have no more cash flow to kind of average down or make any new trades, I would just kind of wait for $21 to get confirmed. If $21 gets confirmed and a lot of this geopolitical news starts to die down, I think over $21, AMC could start to run 25, 30, 35. That's going to be your biggest potential move. Definitely $34 is going to be a huge area of resistance, as that is macro supply at the granddaddy of them all, the 200-day moving average. So it's more so not looking at how many shares are available to short, what are dark pools doing, what is this doing, what is that doing. Forget all that stuff, guys. Just look at the technicals. Look at the technicals on this and play accordingly. Right now your support is $13. Right now, we have a ceiling at $17.75 as well as $21. Those are your three levels. You play those levels accordingly, whether that be to the long side or to the short side. Now, definitely if you're holding positions long, like meaning you're holding shares, it doesn't hurt to kind of hedge that position short with a few put options, just in case this thing does decide to slide. You can make a little bit of cash flow on the way down and you can cover your position accordingly. This is not about, shorting because you're on the suit side or none of that stuff. Guys, it's time to be an adult and kind of understand, what exactly is going on and how to actually play the markets. Play the markets like an adult. Play the markets the way the markets are need to be playing. It's not the market's fault. The market doesn't suck. It's your approach is horrible. And this is just being frank. Now, again, I am not a long-term investor. I don't hold AMC short. I do not hold AMC long. I have been on both sides of AMC trades. I was a part of the run from $3, $4 into 20 the first time we got halted. And I was also a part of the move into 72, as well as I've been a part of the move to the downside as well. Whatever is going to pay the bills, I'm going to be playing that direction. And I want to be on the right side of the trade. Now, do you win all of the time? Of course not. No strategy, no short, no long is ever going to be 100% right 100% of the time. You just have to play the levels accordingly and to be realistic with your capital. I know a lot of people have had money tied up in the stock for what seems like ever. And it's been almost realistically about a year that a lot of people have had money tied up. And it comes down to a point of, yes, I understand that this can go the other way once things start to die down. But how long do you want to have money tied up when there's other things making moves? Oil and oil stocks and energy related stocks have been making a month-long move. Now, could you have got into some sort of oil play a month ago and made 2, 3, 400% returns? Absolutely. Could you have made great returns shorting Tesla or AMD or Apple or Nvidia or Amazon? Would you have made 2, 3, 400%, 1,000%? Absolutely. So while a lot of people are shifting their money around and making money to the downside, to the long side, and where the rotation is going, you have to kind of step back and look at it and ask yourself, why am I holding this stock? Why am I holding this stock and not making any money? In fact, losing money when I could be playing other things and going where the money flow is going. That's not to say to give up on AMC. That's not to say that the play is over. This thing can definitely, as we've seen in the past, spark on a dime. But you just want to know those levels where potentially this can spark, and it can spark over 21. So until we get over 21, we need to kind of just let it do its thing. Being that we did lose 16, we're in the middle of the range. We do have room back all the way down to 13. Now, I don't know if it's going to get to 13, and don't start, making all kinds of comments in down below. But I'm just kind of giving you the technical analysis levels. And, I know there's a lot of people that think, well, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and there's this catalyst and this catalyst. Guys, that all sounds fine. It sounds great when you write it down on paper. But what I'm looking at on the chart is a stock that is in a severe bear market, sell-sided market for over a year. So it's kind of like there comes a point in time where you need to do what's best for your capital and either hedge your position short against maybe the IWM, maybe the Qs, maybe the SPYs, or you take your money and you rotate it into where the money flow is actually going, and you come back to AMC when it's proven that it's ready to spark. I hope this video helps. If you guys want to trade with me each and every single day live, definitely join my Discord. That link is down in the description box below. Subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy the content. I know there's going to be a lot of you guys who are not going to enjoy what I said, and I respect that. But I'm just looking at it from a technical point of view, okay? I'm not taking into consideration any of the outside sources. So before you start thinking that I need to take into consideration all those outside sources, well, if I did, I would still say that the stock is a short. I would still say that the stock is in a bear market. There's nothing you can do. You're not going to be able to make the price go up. You're not going to be able, to make people buy. You're not going to be able to make the shorts cover. You're not going to be able to do any of that stuff. So why sit there and be unrealistic about the situation that's going on for the sake of the situation? I hope that video helps. Again, I will see you guys all in the next trading video.